The whole world is talking about it, and now it's just a day away. For the first time in 11 years on Friday, the leaders of the two Koreas will hold a bilateral summit. We now connect live to our very own Hwang Hojun, who's part of the Panmunjom Press Pool and is at the main press center in Goyang, just north of Seoul. Hojun, with all the attention this summit is getting, the press center must be absolutely packed by now.
Devin, you're absolutely right. Thousands of reporters and media personnel from Korea and abroad are here at the main press center anxiously preparing for the historic meeting between South Korean President Moon Jae-in and North Korean leader Kim Jong-un. As you said, this is the first summit meeting in 11 years. It's the third overall. The first two took place in 2000 and 2007. Around this time last year, people were talking about Korea being on the brink of war, but now, in drastic contrast, more hopeful thoughts are emerging of reconciliation. So, considering the rocky path the two Koreas have gone through, it's easy to understand the hype here at the press center. As of Tuesday, 2,850 reporters had registered to cover Friday's event. And the press center has also made on-site registration available, so we can safely assume the total number of reporters will reach 3,000.
Yeah, well, the excitement over there is apparent even watching here from the studio. We know from your reporting that the South Korean presidential office has been doing everything it can to make sure that the summit tomorrow goes off without a hitch.
That's absolutely right. As a matter of fact, the Summit Preparatory Committee carried out its last and final run-through today. It was a final checkup with implementing necessary changes the committee found during Tuesday's rehearsal, in which they inspected every detail from the paths people will take, all the way down to the furniture inside the building. Less than half an hour ago, the Blue House spokesperson confirmed the final rehearsal went smoothly and that South Korea is ready to host the North Korean leader tomorrow. According to the spokesperson, 6 out of the 7 officials who will accompany President Moon tomorrow attended the final rehearsal and ran through the entire program and inspected even the smallest detail. And this time, there were 2 body doubles for President Moon and Kim Jong-un. There were a couple of rehearsals in the past 2 days as well. The two Koreas held a joint rehearsal yesterday.
Right. Hojun, it was kept under wraps for a little while, but this morning they released a detailed schedule for the summit tomorrow.
That's right, and we finally have a set time for the historic meeting between the two leaders. According to Presidential Chief of Staff Im Jong-seok, heading the Summit Preparatory Committee, announced this morning that the leaders will first meet at 9:30 a.m. Korean Standard Time at the border village of Panmunjom. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un will cross the military demarcation line between the Military Armistice Commission T2 and T3 buildings, becoming the first North Korean leader to step onto South Korean soil in over 60 years. He will be greeted by South Korean President Moon Jae-in, and the two will then walk together towards the Peace House and receive a guard of honor as part of the official welcoming ceremony. Now, when they enter the building, Kim Jong-un will sign the guest book on the first floor. And starting at 10:30 a.m., the summit meeting between Moon Jae-in and Kim Jong-un will take place on the second floor of the Peace House. The leaders will have lunch separately. And in the afternoon, the two leaders will plant a ceremonial pine tree on the military demarcation line in recognition of their historic meeting, also laying a keystone that reads, quote, "Here we plant peace and prosperity." After taking a short walk together to the MDL signpost, engaging in some friendly conversation, they will then sign and announce a statement of agreement, but the format and the location of the signing haven't yet been determined. Starting at 6:30 p.m., a welcoming dinner in honor of the North Korean leader will take place, and the historic day will end with a farewell party. The spokesperson and Im also noted the top agenda items at the summit are the denuclearization of the Korean peninsula and the establishment of permanent peace. However, he stressed, Im Jong-seok that is, he stressed that it's hard to know for sure how much of an agreement President Moon and Kim Jong-un can reach and how such an agreement can be stipulated.